Welcome to the ride. I hope you'll be grateful for your trip down to the pharmacy floor. There, you'll learn that drugs are not only bad, they're also expensive and often very hard to pronounce. Now, how many of you are there? No others to play with? I'm sorry, but sometimes it's nice to have an opportunity to get to know yourself better. Is this the first time on the ride for... Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't recognize you right away. My apologies. Please type in your name. Thanks a lot. If you feel like buzzing, use the letter B. Need a Dramamine before the ride? All right then, have fun.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of You Don't Know Jack, The Ride is sponsored by Mother's Little Helper. Keeps you sedate from morning till late. And don't forget Daddy's Little Helper. Tell the kids Mommy and I are just wrestling. And now, here's the host, delicious as his name, Cookie!
Hello and welcome. Now, look, I don't have time to schedule an intervention, so maybe that monkey on your back could be put to good use. You know, it could fetch sodas or answer the phone or something. And now, you're about to get the strongest dosage of trivia possible without a prescription. All right, it's time to choose the best. Well, no good can come of that. Here's your category. I'd like to make a pharmaceutical withdrawal. Here's the question. At what bank would you most likely make a suppository deposit? Federal Savings and Topical Cream, First Bank of the Painful Injection, National Bank of the Anus, or Credit Union of the Mouth? It melts in your ass, not in your hands. And don't forget, there's a penalty for early withdrawal. All right, buzz in for the cash. The category is... Now I really need a new drug. So you think you can handle $5,115? I doubt it, but let's find out. Which of these statements about Advil is false? Advil is aspirin-free, Advil is kosher, Advil contains sodium but is salt-free, or Advil contains beef byproducts. It is true that Advil contains sodium, and it is true that the FDA still deems it salt-free. So there you go.
What the fuck?
Does your head hurt? Advil ain't kosher. So for those of you planning to serve up a big bowl for the next Jewish holiday, maybe you should order out. Now select the highest value. I like to call this category, I'm too cheap and horny to go to the drugstore. You know, nowadays condoms are a real necessity, but damn they can be expensive. And if you decide to save a few bucks and make your own condoms out of natural latex, what will you need to ask of your pharmacist? May I have a bag of coal chunks, please? May I have some milky tree juice, please? May I have some lambskin, please? Or may I have a can of gasoline, please? No, but I'll bet you $5 that the idea for lambskin condoms came from some lonely farmer. Think about it. Well, what do we have here? Latex is a naturally occurring milky juice that comes out of plants and trees, if you buy them dinner first. Hit your buzzer to choose the value of the Dillywinkle Doodle Snorfin. Oh, wait a minute, is this one of the, Yeah, I had a feeling it was gonna be one of these. Alright, here's your real category. Daddy's Secret Wardrobe. Keep in mind, the sooner you hit your buzzer, the more money you can make. Alright, tell me what phrase this rhymes with. Hey, Pa's lousy dress! And ignore the punctuation. Talk to me, type in your... Oh, you're so bad. Let me guess, you saw someone type that in when they were playing one of the other volumes or something, and now you want to see what I'll say now. Well, I hate to disappoint you, but I'm just going to take away some cash. But then again, For all I know, this is the first time you've ever typed that in. And in which case, I'm not going to take away more cash from you. I'll just change your name. All right, there you have it. Now, let's get back to the game. Let me guess, you loaded up on the NyQuil before you started the game. Well, as the label says, the drug Hey Paw's Lousy Dress may cause drowsiness. Yeah, that cold medicine I'm taking says that on the box, but so far it's had no effect. Okay, buzz in and log on to the highest value you can. Here's your category. I have no parents, and I'm short. And now, the question. Which of the following would you expect to see in a sitcom's very special episode about orphan drugs? Arnold Jackson becoming a giant, Webster on a spiritual journey, Punky Brewster being cured of a rare disease, or Buffy, Jody, and Sissy getting over colds? No, but I've seen this episode. The part where Mr. French administers the Vapo Rub is especially touching. Here's the one you wanted. Drugs that can cure rare diseases are known as orphan drugs because they're unprofitable for pharmaceutical companies to develop, just like it's unprofitable for child actors to develop during the sitcom's run. Okay, select the value of the question. Spank your buzzer when it feels right. This one's called I like my drugs in a hurry. Okay, imagine this. It's a nice spring day and you're doing a cool 75 on the freeway with your top down. Well, I mean, your car's top down. When the cops pull you over and discover 8 pounds of illegal codeine in your back seat, what sound can you make to convince them you have a legitimate reason for having it? Is it sound 1, sound 2, sound 3, or sound 4? Once again, that's sound 1, sound 2, sound 3, or sound 4. Codeine is a cough suppressant. And I sure hope you've got a prescription for that open 40 ounce of malt liquor between your legs. Alright, bang your buzzer and grab the highest value. Well, there you go. Here's your category. You need drugs to live in South Dakota. You ready? Let's go. If you consume the complimentary elixir that made South Dakota's wall drug famous, from what are you most likely suffering? Dehydration, depression, low blood sugar, or bad attitude? Bad attitude? Hey, welcome to the game, Mr. T. In case you're wondering, the tiny husband and wife pharmacy in Wall, South Dakota started putting signs on the highway advertising free ice water, and the rest is American and marketing history. I tried something similar growing up, but people in my neighborhood just got annoyed when I sprayed them with the hose. Okay, hit your buzzer and try to snag the highest. It's roadkill time. Alright, when you see the answer that unites the pair of items on the screen, buzz in. And that bonus question at the end could mean even more cash. Okay, pop the clutch, baby. Sweater buzzball and female contraceptive. What's the intersection between these two? Of an ounce and used to stir Liptons. Discontinues and pearl blank tooth polish. Specific and plain supermarket brand.
Score!
romantic engagement. Commandments medium and notepad.
Score!
To deceptively alter and the D in PhD. Let's go for the bonus. What do all the correct answers have in common? Are they all ways of taking medicine? Spoon shapes? Types of measurements? No relation whatsoever! Oh, you're terrible! Either you've never been sick, or when you reach into your medicine cabinet, you'll take anything. That's what your current score looks like. Let's keep going. Hey, buzz into selective value. Ah, you blew it. Here's your category. RXs and O's. Here we go. If the Dallas Cowboys changed their name to the Drugstore Cowboys, what should fans expect to see? Quarterbacks busting shoplifters, linebackers doing lasso demonstrations, running backs robbing pharmacies, or defensive backs acting like rodeo clowns? He's at aisle 15, aisle 10, aisle 5. He's only got the security guard left. And he's through the doorway. It's a burglary. In the movie Drugstore Cowboy, Matt Dillon and his rowdy friends rob drugstore after drugstore. Hit your buzzer to select the value you want. Your category is what to take if you're depressed about your wart. So, have you heard of the over-the-counter herbal remedy St. John's wort? Well, if your local pharmacy runs out of St. John's wort and you decide instead to swallow an actual wart from St. John's finger, whose wart will you have to track down? Pope John I, John the Baptist, John King of England's, or John of Salisbury's? St. John's wort is named after St. John the Baptist because it blooms on his birthday, June 24th. Isn't he lucky? Well, it's better than having a boil pop up on your ass every time it's your birthday. Okay, select the value of the questions. Fake your buzzer when it feels right. Coming up. Scabs unite for world peace. Hey, remember back in the mid-'80s when those all-star rockers got together and formed that group Band-Aid to end world hunger? Well, if the stage had collapsed during the recording of Band-Aid's Do They Know It's Christmas, which of the following artists would not be affixing a Band-Aid to his skinned knee? Boy George, Bruce Springsteen, Phil Collins, or Sting? Sting? That's just the peroxide. You should have picked this. The boss wasn't in Band-Aid, he was in USA for Africa. But his knees are probably all skinned up anyway, you know, from all that dancing in the dark. Okay, buzz in and lock onto the highest value you can. Okay, give it up for. Take this question and call me in the morning. So I go to my doctor's office the other day complaining about chest pains. He sticks a finger up my butt and gives me this prescription. Take a close look. 1 tablet Loestrin BID, 2 Prozac with milk TID, 20 Viagra in D, 3 Wigraine QID. Which of these will I be taking the most often? Viagra, Wigraine, Prozac, or Loestrin? If I took 20 Viagra tablets every day, I sure as hell wouldn't be sitting here hosting this game, I'll tell you. Watch and learn. When you get a prescription, QID means 4 times a day. Oh, and by the way, Wigraine is for migraine headaches. It comes in a suppository. Yes, I really do have my head up my ass. All right, buzz in for the cash. Take 2 clues and call me in the morning. Well, on second thought, you only get 1, so pay attention. Medicine, man. Here, have a teaspoon. It's cherry flavored. There you go. Hope you feel better. Let's see that final score!
Please.
I must have seen Mortgage 50 times already, and I'm back for more.
I've never personally dealt with the pain of a foreclosure, but up there on stage with the singing and the dancing,